Imagine losing your job, your reputation, your friends, all because of one single assumption someone made about you. No proof, no evidence, just a story that someone invented in their mind. And the scary part, it happens every single day to thousands of people just like you. Today, I'm going to show you how simple, everyday assumptions destroy careers, relationships, and even lives. And I'll explain why the smartest and most successful people in the world refuse to assume anything about others, because one assumption can change a life forever. Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen someone ignore your message and you instantly thought, they don't respect me? Or maybe you saw someone with a serious expression and thought to yourself, wow, they must be so rude. Or a coworker didn't smile at you in the hallway, and your brain immediately said, they must hate me. We've all been there. But here is the truth most people never realize. Your brain is a story-making machine. It's designed to fill in the gaps with guesses, and most of the time, those guesses are completely and utterly wrong. In psychology, this is called mind reading. We genuinely believe we know what another person is thinking or feeling, but the reality is, we don't have a clue. And sometimes, these false stories that we tell ourselves can destroy real lives. Let me tell you a story that illustrates this perfectly. There was a woman at an office who noticed a coworker was leaving early. Almost every single day, she assumed the worst. He must be lazy, she thought. He's just not committed to his job. So, she mentioned this to another coworker. And that coworker told another. Soon, like a virus, the story spread throughout the entire office. Within weeks, the common belief was that this man wasn't a team player. He wasn't pulling his weight. Even the managers started noticing the shift in perception. His reputation, which he had built over years of hard work, slowly began to collapse. But here's what nobody knew. That man was leaving early because his young daughter had just been diagnosed with cancer, and he had to take her to chemotherapy sessions every single afternoon. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't uncommitted. He was a father, desperately trying to save his child's life. But by the time the truth finally came out, it was too late. The promotion he was in line for was already gone, given to someone else. All because of one single, false assumption. Our brains evolved to make these kinds of quick judgments. Thousands of years ago, on the savannah, this instinct helped humans survive. If something looked dangerous, you had to react fast, without thinking. There was no time to ask questions. But in today's complex, modern world, that same survival instinct creates huge problems. We judge people based on a single sentence, one facial expression, one moment in time, or one mistake they make. And from that tiny, incomplete piece of information, we build a complete story about who they are as a person. But people are far more complicated than a single moment. The quiet person in the room isn't always arrogant. Maybe they're just shy or introverted. The confident person isn't always selfish. Maybe they've worked hard to overcome their insecurities. And the person who seems distant or cold, they might just be fighting a silent battle you cannot see. These assumptions destroy three major things in our lives. First, they destroy relationships. Friends stop trusting each other over misunderstandings. Couples start arguing over things that were never even true in the first place. One wrong assumption can create years of emotional distance. Second, assumptions destroy opportunities. People lose promotions, just like the man in the story. They lose the respect of their colleagues. Sometimes they lose their entire careers, all because someone decided to assume the worst instead of taking a moment to ask for the truth. And third, and perhaps most importantly, assumptions destroy mental health. Imagine being judged for something you never did. Imagine people whispering about you, believing lies about you. That constant pressure breaks people. It creates anxiety, depression, and a sense of isolation. Some people carry that pain with them for years, long after the rumor has faded. And the most tragic part of all of this, most assumptions could be completely avoided with one simple question. The most emotionally intelligent people on the planet follow a very simple rule. They always ask before they assume. Instead of seeing a read receipt and thinking, they ignored me, they reach out and ask, hey, Just checking if you saw my message. Hope you're having a good day. Instead of seeing a stern face and thinking, they're so rude, they think to themselves, maybe they're just having a really bad day. I should give them some space. Curiosity protects relationships. Assumptions destroy them. The greatest leaders, the most loyal friends, and the most loving partners all understand this fundamental truth. They don't try to guess other people's intentions. They communicate. They ask questions. They listen. So, the next time your mind starts automatically creating a story about someone, I want you to just pause. Stop for a second and ask yourself one powerful question. Do I actually know this is true, or am I just assuming? Because the truth is, you never really know what someone else is carrying. You never know the weight on their shoulders. The person you judge today might be fighting the hardest battle of their entire life, and one little assumption from you, however small it seems, could make that battle even heavier for them to bear. So today, choose something better. Choose curiosity over judgment. Choose empathy over criticism. Choose understanding over assumption. Because a single assumption can destroy a life, but a single moment of understanding can help save one. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more videos to help you navigate life. Stay curious.